You do not need to figure out the rest of your life today. You only need to become clear enough to choose one honest next step. Hello, I'm Arnita, and welcome to Ninu Nudgings. If you are trying to decide what comes next in midlife or retirement, refinement, you may be putting more pressure on yourself than you realize. You may believe you need a complete plan before you begin. You want to know where the path will lead, how long it will take, whether you will succeed, whether other people will approve, and whether you will regret your decision. Those are understandable concerns. But waiting for complete certainty can keep us in the same place for a very long time. Clarity is not always something we receive before we move. Often, clarity grows as we take small, thoughtful steps. After my injury changed the direction of my life, I had to consider possibilities that were unfamiliar to me. Technology and online business were not areas where I had spent most of my working life. Learning required patience. It also required accepting that I would not understand everything at the beginning. That can be difficult when you are accustomed to being capable and experienced. Starting something new can make you feel like a beginner again. But being a beginner does not erase the wisdom that you already have. It simply means you are adding a new ability to what life has already taught you. And if you're looking for direction, here are 3 ideas that may help. First, choose a direction for this season, not for the rest of your life. A decision does not always have to be permanent. You can choose something to explore for the next 30 days. For example, you might decide to explore writing, volunteering, explore technology, wellness, family history, a creative interest, or an income from home possibility. You are not declaring that this must become your life's final purpose. You are giving yourself a reasonable period of time to learn. That removes some of the pressure. Second, make the next step small enough to complete. Find my purpose is too large for one afternoon. Write down 3 activities that make me feel useful. Now that's something you can do. Start an online business. It may feel overwhelming. Watch one beginner lesson and write down my questions. Now that's manageable. Improve on my relationships. It's too broad. Call one person I care about and listen with full attention. Now that is clear. When a step is specific, you are more likely to take it. Third, evaluate the next step after you take it. Ask yourself, what did I learn? What felt meaningful? What felt draining? What would I like to understand better? What is the next small experiment? This is how direction becomes more visible. You act, you observe, you adjust. Then you take another step. Let me offer you a simple clarity exercise. Divide a sheet of paper into 3 sections. In the first section, write, what matters to me now? In the second, write, what am I curious about? And in the third, write, what can I realistically do next? Try to find one idea that appears in all 3 sections. Perhaps connection matters to you. You are curious about mentoring, and you could realistically contact a local organization. Perhaps financial breathing room matters. You are curious about earning from home, and you could realistically learn about one simple online pathway without making an immediate commitment. Perhaps creativity matters to you. You are curious about writing, and you could realistically write for 15 minutes each morning this week. The next step does not have to look important to anyone else. It needs to be honest and possible for you. There is another question I want you to consider. Am I truly confused, or am I afraid to choose? Sometimes we say we need more clarity when we already know what interests us. What we lack is confidence that we are allowed to pursue it. If that is true for you, be gentle with yourself. Fear does not always mean that a direction is wrong. It may simply mean that the direction is unfamiliar. You can move carefully without remaining motionless. You can research, ask questions, begin slowly, set reasonable limits, and allow what you learn to guide your next decision. You do not need to see the entire staircase. You need one step that is safe, realistic, and aligned with what matters to you now. If you would like a guided place to think through your direction, explore the Bespoke Life Reflection Map. It was created to help you pause, reflect, and consider what a life that fits you now could look like. You can learn more here. Just click the link. Thank you for spending this time with me. Your direction does not have to arrive as one dramatic revelation. It may come through a series of small, honest decisions. Choose the next step you can take, then allow that step to teach you. You are not behind. You are still becoming.